Welcome to Quick Tech News, where we keep you updated in the world of tech without wasting your time. Alright, we have a couple of interesting stories for you guys today. First up in the news is a concept phone from Xiaomi. Now, there are two interesting things about this phone. First of all is the fact that it has what's called a quad-curved waterfall display. So basically the screen curves all the way around the sides of the phone, but not just the sides, also the top and bottom. And so the second interesting thing about this phone is that because it has screen going basically all the way around the sides, it has no ports. Which means it can only be charged wirelessly, and presumably it can only use an eSIM. Now, I get the portless design, I think phones will eventually get there, but I'm not sure what value edge displays really bring. Aside from the novelty and the cool factor, it seems kind of pointless. Besides, it will make the phone much more fragile, it means you probably can't use a case with it, and I would assume palm rejection could be an issue as well. What do you guys think? Next up in the news, Boston Dynamics, the robotics company responsible for Spot, the famous robot dog, have been hard at work to give him an arm, which they have successfully done. With this arm, Spot's capabilities have been improved. For example, it can now pick up items and place them into a bucket strapped to itself. It can also skip rope, and I don't just mean jump. It can also open doors. It can pull levers and it can rotate levers. It can dig a hole and plant a tiny tree. It can drag a brick around, and it can write with impressive precision with chalk. And last in the news for today is this interesting article I found about something called chipageddon. Basically, it's talking about problems supplying different kinds of chips for several reasons. This relates to the GPU shortage, it relates to the Xbox and PlayStation shortages, the staggered release of the iPhone 12, and also very much when it comes to car manufacturing. The pandemic of course did have a significant impact as demand for personal electronics went through the roof and have stayed high even a year later. The rollout of 5G infrastructure also seems to have affected the availability of components, with companies like Huawei making very large orders to stockpile before they are banned from ordering more by the US. And all of this means a few things. First of all, it means these supply shortages may not be fixed for a while. According to this article, it could be until this summer or even later. It also means some gadgets and items will become harder to find, whilst some will become more expensive. Giants like Apple and Samsung have the power to make sure they get priority, but smaller players have no choice but to wait or pay a premium for components. So, if there is something you want or need right now and you happen to find it for a reasonable price, buy it, because it may be a while before things go back to normal. If you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate if you could like the video, subscribe, and tell your friends to help get this channel off the ground. Thanks, and see you next time.